Hello everyone and welcome to this FPL Gameweek 16 deadline stream with me, Holly Shand. I've already made one free transfer, got another one to make and hoping for some early team news from Liverpool who play in the early kickoff against Crystal Palace. Feel like deja vu with hoping that Liverpool players start with Darwin and Tsimikas in my team who were benched midweek. I'm hopeful that they'll at least get their minutes this weekend. Thank you so much to everyone that is joining me this morning. I know I am live a bit earlier than advertised. I take my little girl to football on a Saturday morning. It's a very wet one. But I'm here now, so good to see you all. If you are in, make sure you're hitting the like button on the stream and subscribing to the channel as well. Let's try and get to 100 likes to start off with and come and say hello in the chat. I am aiming to get all of your questions answered on the stream, but please only ask them once and that'll help me to get through them. Hopefully there'll be some mods in soon. If they are, please give me a wave. Appreciate you helping out today on the stream. I've already made one transfer for game week 16. I went early last night because Mbermo was dropping in price, so he is out and Palmer is in. I've still got a second free transfer to make, and it's in defence that I'm planning on replacing Burke so that I can bench my Liverpool defenders. It's going to be Colwill or Porro. I am actually leaning towards Porro at the moment, but the fact that he was limping a bit at the end of the game on Thursday is a little bit of a worry. I just like his attacking threat. Certainly since Maddison's been out the team, he's been dominating on set pieces, 3 assists in his last 4 games. I know the fixtures aren't great. I know his clean sheet potential isn't great either this week. But there are some nice fixtures in the schedule. He's a 90-minute man. And it still gives me room to go from Darwin to Watkins. Got a little bit of wriggle room in terms of prices there. So that's the plan. But I haven't actually hit the button on that transfer yet. I'm giving myself maximum flexibility just because I am hoping for some team news from Liverpool Palace, which is the early kickoff at 12:30 today. Don't know if we'll get any other leaks elsewhere, but that's the one to focus on. I'll put the chat on screen and some notes already that I've made. Areola's injury isn't thought to be serious. I wouldn't personally take a hit to replace him. I think if you've got a free transfer, then it's probably wisely used, but I think the hit may be a little bit too much. Son, I'm expecting he'll be fine. Definitely hold on to him and start him if you own him. And Lascelles has a dead leg, and I think he is going to be a doubt for this game, if I'm honest. We'll see what happens. Shamil is in the chat. Good to see Shamil, a member. Palmer, I think my transfer in. I think there'll be a lot of people this week. We've got Senor in as Izzy, Ali, Mahad, Rashid, Chloe, CR7, Football 9, Yago, Mahad, Mike, Leaf, Christian, Armas, Dr. Waleed, Lucas and Azros. Definitely some familiar names in the chat, so good to see so many of you tuning in already. We're nearly up to 100 people in. Let's try and get the stream to 50 likes to start off with. The tweet deck is open as well. We've got just over an hour until the deadline, so I'm conscious that we could get some news coming in fairly soon on player availability. I feel like I'm not in the centre of the screen. Just there we go, that's better. Nothing yet though, but I will keep an eye on what's going on. I've got WhatsApp open. I've got Discord open where I get some leaks as well. So I'm just going to make sure that we've got everything covered if there are any leaks today. But I do think that Liverpool will be starting with Tsimikas and Darwin. One thing that was quite useful yesterday, and I'm going to switch to the big screen for this, is we had some predicted lineups from Emma Jump the Wave, and these are always quite useful. And in the predicted lineup this week, we've got Alisson, Trent van Dijk, Tsimikas, Konate, Endo, Soboslai, Jones, Salah, Diaz, Darwin looks to be where it's at in terms of lineups there. I was just checking whether we had any Spurs predictions as well. I think probably they're the most useful. Here we go. So Vicario, Romero, Udogi, Davies, Porro, Kulusevski, Bissouma, Lo Celso, Son, Johnson, Sarr. We've also got predicted lineups open from Ben Dinnery on the hub. I'll just give this a refresh to make sure that nothing's changed since I last looked. What was I looking for? Liverpool. Here we go. So Ben's predicting Tsimikas and Núñez both start for Liverpool as well. Pretty identical to the prediction we saw on Twitter. And then at Spurs, Porro to start, Son to start in there. Just looking at the Newcastle one, actually. Lascelles is in there. Livramento into midfield, which is why I've put Livramento higher in the pecking order on my subs bench. Shamil says, Palmer, I think my transfer, I want Bowen, but 7.8 million. Yeah, I agree with that there. Another member, David, is in the chat and says, hi, Baz Villa is in as well. Quite a few names, and Rannick is doing a great job of modding. Please don't spam the chat, he said. There's over 100 of you in, which is phenomenal. So thank you, everyone that has joined me so far this morning. Let's get this stream up to 100 likes. We've not even hit 50 yet, so I do need your help, and we're going to go through. I think I'll just put Livramento in my 11 for now, but I am going to plan on doing Burke to Porro. Please remind me as well to make my transfer, because sometimes I can get sidetracked and forget. I'll put the chat back on screen then, and I am going to go through and start answering some questions. Izzy says, any update on Alyssa? Yeah, I think there was something yesterday. Hang on, let me just have a look for you. May have his minutes managed. Haven't made a decision yet. I think he'll be involved in some way. Maybe not to start, though, which could influence your thinking there. Mahad says, Mitchell out for Pedro, Porro for -4. I don't think it's worth a hit because I feel like Newcastle are going to score. Akshat is in and modding as well. Good to see you. CR7, should I start Alvarez or not? Let's have a look at the predicted lineups for City. He's in Ben's predicted lineup. Let's check on Jump the Wave as well. I think there was some doubt that maybe he wouldn't start. He's on 80% there, which is promising. I think you've just got to start him, haven't you? Yeah, I think it's looking good for an Alvarez start. He started every game this season. Obviously, no one is immune to rotation. Christian, start Pau Torres or Lascelles? Probably Pau Torres. Armas, Diaby out, Saka in for -4. I think just about, yeah. Dr. Waleed, Steele, Flecken as long-term goalkeepers. Well, Steele isn't absolutely nailed. In terms of, I don't really like rotating goalkeepers, but in terms of goalkeepers and their predicted points over the longer term, Dubravka's way up there, as is Raya. Sanchez, to be fair, I wouldn't want to spend all that, though, just on Sanchez. I feel like to have two keepers that are above 4 million could make the rest of your team not that balanced. Lucas says, I have Turner and Areola. What should I do apart from Dubravka? Hope Areola starts. If you've got a free transfer, then you could look to bring in Sanchez. Asro, should I take a -4, risk no goalkeeper? I would just risk it. Shamil says, Palmer, I think my transfer. Mohammed, start Watkins or Hechan. You've got to start Watkins. The Myth the Legend says, what's for breakfast? I had my cereal a while ago. Let's not forget to like the stream to get it up to 100 likes. How are we doing? We're on 64. Not doing bad. We could do a bit better, though. Phobia says, who's the best captain? Haaland for me. I think he's got the best fixture, the best form. If we look at predicted points just for this game week, Haaland is on 8.3 predicted points. Salah second on 6.2. Bruno third. Son fourth. That's been impacted by his minutes, which are at 68 because he's flagged. So I think Son, if fully fit, would go above Salah. I do think that Son may struggle to complete 90 tomorrow, though. Matthew, -4 for Jesus to Watkins. No, it's not worth a hit. We've got a super chat in from John. Thank you, John. Love the stream, Holly. Oh, thank you. I have Trippier and Gordon. Should my third Newcastle spot go to Dubravka or Isaac? This is a difficult one. I do feel like Dubravka is a bit of a gift at the moment. However, Newcastle are very thin on the ground, and part of the reason why they really struggled in that last game is that they've not made any subs for a few games. Got a crunch UEFA Champions League tie as well, midweek. I think the problem if you get Dubravka as your third Newcastle player is it leaves you a bit stuck in terms of flexibility to pick up an Isaac or a Wilson down the line. So I don't know. I think if you've got that kind of unsurety of which one to go for, maybe don't force yourself into a corner where you have to go with a triple up. But I would take Dubravka over Isaac at the moment. And if we look at predicted points over the next few weeks, we've got Dubravka's top 4 goalkeepers. Trippier's second for midfielders. Gordon's in the top 6 for midfielders. It's Callum Wilson that's coming in as a striker. So if you were to go with one, I'd go with Dubravka. But just be conscious of, if a Newcastle striker becomes an option in the next few game weeks, how are you going to get there? Are you going to be regretting having Dubravka in goal? Because I feel like it's going to be a tough spell for clean sheets for Newcastle just because of the injury issues that they've got. Hope that helps though, John. Thank you for the super chat. Dr. Waleed, Rodri v Darwin, Pedro v Alvarez. Got to be Darwin. And I'd probably go João Pedro just because Alvarez blanks soon. Sachin, I had Zinchenko in my team. Although he starts today, I took him out and put Walker. Is it worth? Remember City blank in game week 18 for the Club World Cup, as do Brentford. So that needs to be on our radar. But in terms of predicted points for defenders this week, City are well up there. Walker third, behind Trent and Akanji. Ahmed says my captain's Holly this week. Love it. I'll put my team back on screen for now. Ali says, do you think betching Saliba and Martinelli for Cash and Diaby is right? No, I'd play Saliba and Martinelli because I'm more confident in them starting for a start. Matt says, and Burmo to Foden. 2-week punt, fine, but you need to offload him again for the blank in 18. Please only ask a question once and it'll really help me to answer all the questions. Looks from the predictions, Jake, like Lascelles will start. I'm not that confident personally. Hisham, should I start Matoma or Solanke? Not sure what to do. I think Matoma. I think Solanke, it's tough to go to Old Trafford at the moment with the form that United are in. I think Matoma's got more upside. Doncha, should I transfer Onana for Turner? Onana does go to AFCON in January, so it does depend on if you've got wildcard or if you're planning to wildcard soon. David said Gordon or João Pedro. Got to be Gordon for me. Foden captain. I don't love it. Dr. Walid, Steele v Sanchez as goalkeeper. I'd go Sanchez. Bowen v Gordon for Mbeumo. The difficulty between comparing Bowen and Gordon is the price difference and what you can do with that elsewhere. I don't think there's a lot to split them. I do think Bowen's probably the slightly better pick, but that 2 million is really important. So if there's not that much to choose between them, go with a cheaper one. Lucas has said, I have Areola Turner. Which goalkeeper can I get for a -4? Or should I keep my goalkeepers? I wouldn't take a hit, especially if it's not for Dubravka. We're very close to hitting 100 likes on the stream. So if you haven't done that already, now is your chance. I'm just going to pop over to the tweet deck and see if there's any news filtering through. This made me laugh. As a Grimbarian. But Boris at the COVID inquiry had his town bubble hat on. I might read that later. Post-stream. I don't think there's any leaks around at the moment, though. Just having a quick look. Probably a bit too far away at the moment. But we'll keep an eye on things. I'll put my team back while I answer some more questions. Rami, should I make Alvarez to Watkins a priority so I can save the free hit in 18? Just bench Haaland, or should I just free hit? I don't think free hit is needed. So I just, look to get Watkins. Rannock's just cooking some lunch and modding. You've got it all going on. Once I've finished the stream, the kids have just gone out to a party, so they're not going to be back for like 4 hours. I need to go do the food shopping because I've got nothing in, and hopefully get back in time to watch the Liverpool game. I've just realised as well, I've got my Christmas jumper on. Obviously it says snow on it, but the N is green, but because I've got my green screen on, it's turned see-through. That's quite cool, that. Luckily, it's only a little bit of green. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked there. 150 people in. Akshat says, keep hitting the like button. Gonna power through some more questions. Chloe says, I've got Anderson, Simicast, Cash, Taylor, Lamptey in defence. Is it worth removing one of them for Porro? Or remove Areola Turner for the second transfer? The first one would be Mbeumo to Kudos. I think Simicast is the only defender with any appeal this week, so I think using the second transfer on Porro is probably a wise decision. Abay says, is Areola starting? Let's have a look at the West Ham predicted lineup. Fabianski. Let's have a look at Emma Jump the Wave, see what she's got for West Ham as well. I don't know if she does all clubs. We might struggle. Don't think she does West Ham. Who else is there? I'm sure there's like a West Ham journo. I can't think now. Might come back to me. Where we could get a leak. We'll have a look though. Simon is in. Oh, what a night. Eldest sick all over the bed, and then I had to sleep on a sofa to watch over her, done my hips in. Oh, sorry to hear she's not well, Simon. I hope she's better soon. I fancy some chaotic transfers to cheer myself up. Well, that's just the norm for you at this point, isn't it? Ziron, do I sell Son? Absolutely not. Tobias, start 2 out of Porro, Ward-Prowse, Share, Gabriel and Solanke. I would go Porro, Ward-Prowse and Solanke. Payton is asking about Areola. He is a big doubt. The journos seem to think Lascelles will start, but I've got less faith. Please just ask your question once, guys. Balaji, who should I buy to replace Mbermo? Palmer if you don't have him. Gordon if you don't have him. Bowen if you've got money in the bank. Pau or Saliba? I'd start Pau. Buggital. I've got Haaland, Darwin, Isaac up front. I want to get Watkins back, but for who and when? Can do it for free today. I would go Isaac to Watkins, and I think... Would I? I don't know. I don't know which one I would sell first, so I think if you're unsure on which one to sell first, maybe just don't do it next week. Because you're missing out on Arsenal at home. Palmer or Lascelles, so I'd go Palmer. Best captain, I've had that one already. It's Haaland. Armas, take a hit. Diaby out to Saka. Yeah, that's fine. Rohit, -8 to bring in Haaland, Palmer and Garnacho for Alvarez, Son and Burmo for a -8. I think that's fine to get Haaland back. Adam says, keep up the great content, Holly. Thank you. What do you think of Pascal Gross this weekend? And thoughts on captain pick? Was it you that was going on about Gross yesterday? I don't hate him as a pick, but I certainly wouldn't captain him. Callum, am I crazy to -4 Gay to Colwell and Mubama to Solanke? It's hard to know without the context of your whole squad. I just don't know if Colwell and Solanke are that exciting as long-term holds to justify the hit. There's a lot of people putting time out for spamming the chat, by the way. Val, would you go Areola over Dubravka to start this game week? I have both. Yeah, I probably would, to be fair, because I think if Areola starts, he's got the better fixture. I think that's what the experts have voted to do this week as well. Best keeper to replace Areola, Dubravka or Sanchez? Dubravka or Areola this game week? Similar question. Areola if he starts. White to Saliba? No, just keep White. Vineeth, who do you think is better to start, Gordon or Ferguson? I think Ferguson will start, to be fair. Gordon's better at home than away, so maybe Ferguson just. Beardy is in, nice to see you. Sorry I went early on the stream yesterday, I know you missed it. Dan says have no Haaland, so I have to captain Saliba. No, don't do that. Surely you've got attackers. Is it worth replacing Cash to Akanji for the next couple of game weeks? Depends if you've got an option on the bench in 18. Or say a couple. Dr. Waleed, probability of price fall of Foden before or during 18. I mean, I've not got a crystal ball. He's 11% owned. I think you're probably all right, to be fair. John, have Areola and Pickford. You can still hear me, can't you? Lascelles also a worry. Could sell Anderson for Colwell or Porro. Yeah, I'd do Anderson to Porro. Jake, start Gabriel or Maguire. Maguire. John has got a defence of Saliba, Lascelles, Anderson, Tsimikas, Kabore. Would you replace Anderson? Yes, because Kabore can't play this week, can he? So you're going to have to play with one of Saliba and Lascelles anyway. Probably Saliba, yeah. Yeah, I'd make the move. Stephen, Garnacho or Palmer? I'd go Palmer. Triple captain Haaland? No. Schedule's been too compressed. Almiron or Diaby in midfield? I'd sell them both. Bryn says congrats on the award, Holly. Thank you. Nils said read somewhere that Alisson is ready and starting today. Let's see if we've got any leaks. Let's have a look on X-Pro, see what is going on. It's more about the predicted lineups. We've got the full Liverpool squad. I know that's clickbait. A nice narrative with Salah looking for his 200th goal for the club. I think it all looks quiet at the moment. This is quite interesting. Some problems on the trains ahead of Brighton v Burnley. Quite bad weather again in the UK today. So, be interesting to see if there is any disruption to games. Hopefully not. But just something to be aware of. So you need to make sure that your bench is well ordered. All seems quiet on the leaks front. Just making sure there's nothing on it. Anything else? No, I think we're all good. All good for now. So I'll keep on with the questions. I've not missed any member questions, have I? No, I think we're all right. Fabian, best defenders to bring in this week on a wild card. Oh, I didn't check that Liverpool squad either, did I? Yeah, Alisson in the squad, so that's good news. If we look at predicted points for defenders over the next 5 game weeks, Trent, Trippier will be well up there. Porro, Colwell, I think are good places to go. If you can get one of Trent or Trippier in on wildcard, great. And then one of Porro or Colwell would be the next place I'd go. Maybe a different Newcastle defender if you've not got Trippier. Maybe a United defender. Just bear in mind, though, those players that are a yellow card off a ban. I think if you're on wildcard, it's okay because you're going to have a strong bench. But Trippier is a yellow card off a suspension. As is Charlie Taylor. A few of the Everton defenders, Branthwaite. Just something to keep an eye on. I need to remember to make my transfers. But we've got 40 minutes, haven't we? We're at 137 likes, which is decent. There's over 200 of you in, so thank you for joining. It is a quieter stream, so there's a good chance I'll get to your question. Dr. Waleed asking about the importance to bring in De Bruyne and the future of Foden. De Bruyne's going to be very carefully eased in. I don't think we need to worry too much if you're a Foden owner at the moment. I wouldn't take a hit for a goalkeeper. I think you can see that on screen already, MDFM. Start Lascelles or Saliba. I'd start Arsenal defenders over Newcastle defenders this week, aside from Trippier. Shamir, start Romero or Gabriel. Romero. Aloku, Ward-Prowse to Gordon on free or hold, I'd hold. Keedon, who to start in the defence? Tsimikas, Gabriel, Lascelles, Taylor, Udogie. 3 at the back. I'd start Udogie, Simicast and Gabriel. Tej, start Palmer or Garnacho. Palmer, because he's on pens. Sushi, looking at captaining Bowen. That's a bold move. It's got to be Haaland this week, if not Salah. Legend, 2 midfielders you should bring in, Gordon and Palmer, agree. Haxford, I did terribly this week, 29 points. Dropped from 20k to 40k. Well, that's a phenomenal rank anyway. I got 31 last week. What do I think about Dallo? I think he's a good pick. Rosu, start Son or Martinelli? Gotta be Son. John says, does the fatty injury increase the likelihood of minutes? Yeah, Lallana's back though. So I think there's going to continue to be a lot of rotation, I'm afraid. Rohit, take a -8, bring in Haaland, Garnacho, Palmer from Burmo, Son and Alvarez. I've already seen that, I think, haven't I? And I said yes, Rohit. Please don't spam. Tasia, start Palmer or Garnacho? Pretty sure I've had that one already. Malachi, how United 6th in the table, they're dreadful. Yeah, I mean, Ten Hag's come under a lot of criticism, but you look at the teams around. Yeah, Spurs haven't won a game in their last 5. It's mental. Only a goal difference between them. I mean, I know it's a lot of goal difference, but... Beaker, bench 1, Isaac Palmer, Huang, because he's not... The other 2 are on pens. Mike, start Johnston or Dubravka? Johnston. Mahomed. And Burmo to Son or Bowen for a hit. I don't know if I'd buy Son this week, so maybe Bowen. Gainer, would you play Archer over Diaby? Yeah, probably, to be fair. Yeah. Yusuf, Foden or Palmer? Palmer. Fabio, start Branthwaite over Anderson. Yeah. Remix, when to play the wild card, today or after 17? You've got till game week 20, so probably leave it till then because you've got players going out to the African Cup of Nations by 21. The suspensions will continue to mount upwards as we head towards the end of the year. So I'd hang on if you can. Thoughts on captaining Bowen, or is it too risky with Haaland v Luton? Yeah, it's too risky. Minnell, bench 1, Gordon, Watkins, Swang, Alvarez or Ward-Prowse? Swang. Aliala, Dubravka or Sanchez? Dubravka. David, thoughts on Sterling in from Burmo? He's 1 yellow off a ban, which puts me off. Bugrital says, going with when in doubt, do note. Got to agree with you there. Joshua, should I take Zinchenko or Saliba? I just told them. David, I'm playing Mitchell. Is Porro the best defender for 5.3 or less? Yes. Do I know if Cash starts? Testing me now. Let's look at Ben's predicted lineup for Villa. Here we go. No, not on there. Or Diaby, to be fair. I'll have a look on Emma Jump the Wave as well. Villa. Oh no, that's the 5th. That's not... That was the midweek. Hang on, I've scrolled too far. 1 sec. Liverpool, Man City, Villa. Here we go. Yeah, so cash is at 14%. DRB at 7%. Let's check the tweet deck then. See if we've got any leaks. We're just over half an hour till the deadline. Don't forget to make your transfers. So as a reminder for myself as much as for you. Quite calm at the moment out there, guys. Very tired. What's the bad weather, rain or snow? Just heavy rain, strong winds. Some sort of storm, I think. Yusuf, I'd go Palmer over Foden. Ganshan, what's the best replacement for Almiron in the same price range? Gordon, Palmer. Ahmed, start Gabriel or Saliba. I'd start Saliba. Vlad, is it worth dropping Alvarez for Watkins? I don't have Haaland for context. I wouldn't do it this week. What about the double game week? I think it's going to be later in the season. But if it is 20, then the wild card again would be beneficial. James, should I take a -4 to get DRB out for Sterling? The ban worries me. 1 yellow off a suspension. Prefer Palmer. But if you're going into that knowing that, then that's fine. Lascelles to Livramento seems a bit sideways, if I'm honest. Probably will pay off because Livramento could play more advanced anyway. Seaman, best replacement from Burmo, got Juan Gordon. Palmer. Nagy, start Solanke or Garnacho? I'd start Solanke. Wesley, I took a -4 last week. Should I consider it again to replace Burmo for Matoma? Yeah, you might as well. Who would you play? Andy Golfs it. Hey, Holly, first time viewer, first time messaging. Great stream. Oh, thank you. It's nice to get comments like that. Pleased that you are here and subscribed to the channel as well. I'm aiming for 30k subs by the end of the year. So if anyone is watching that doesn't currently subscribe, then help a girl out. Wish I came here in game week 1. Would have not played Gabriel and Stones. I did the Gabriel mistake anyway. Brought in Palmer for DRB and Colwill for Burn finally for a 4-point hit. Yeah, those moves look wise. Yeah, good to see you. FPL Down Under is in. Good to see you. Colin, which 3 should I start from Trippier, Porro, Tsimikas, Zinchenko, Kufal? The first 3. Start Livramento or Branthwaite? I'd go Branthwaite. Gordon or Hee-Chan? I'd go Gordon. James or Porro on wildcard? Porro. Palmer or Huang to start? I'd go Palmer. We're just under. Quansha starts today for Liverpool. Where is that? Hang on. That's on Anfield edition. Let me just check this out, guys. It's interesting if it's true. I don't even know how to say his name. I don't know about the truth in that or not, but that is something that's just come through. So does that mean Kanate's injured? Bunny says it's pronounced Quansah. Quansah? Anyway, sounds like he started for Liverpool today. I don't know if that really affects FPL because, I mean, he's not even in... Oh, no, he is in the game. You'd assume it's Konate that's injured. He's only 1.5% owned, so probably not that relevant news for our FPL teams, but news is news. We'll take it. I've not got this account, though, in my news list. So the truth in it, I cannot confirm at the moment, but that is some news. I'm probably not going to add it to the graphic at this stage because I'd like to see it confirmed by another Liverpool account that I've heard of. I've not seen anyone else reporting it, though. So that is a new leak for you guys. If you're enjoying the stream so far, like and subscribe. I've definitely got behind on the chat now. I'm going to have to try and catch up. Can't remember where I was. Vishnu, what do you say about captaining Foden at 100k want to push forward? No, it's too bold a move for me. Need to make my other transfer yet. Bowen or Foden? Bowen. Mark is asking, is Areola playing and or Kelleher? I don't actually know in terms of the Liverpool situation yet. And goalkeeper. Ben's predicted Alisson to start. And it's almost as close to 50-50 on Kelleher v Alisson at this stage. And Burmo alternative, Gordon, Palmer, be my starting point. Simon said the storm was terrible last night, yeah. I don't think it was that bad here last night, but certainly today. It's probably made its way over from you to me. Rahamid, shall I go Raul Semenyo or more pay for Edouard and bench Isaac? I'd just start Isaac. I wouldn't take a hit, Freddie, for a goalkeeper. What about the AI team? Is that for this week or wildcard? The AI team for the week has got triple City, double United, Jackson's in there, Matoma, Bowen and Son all in the midfield. Wildcard team, Dubravka, Areola in goal, Trent, Porro, Branthwaite, Gordon, Palmer, Bowen, Son, no Saka in midfield, Haaland, Watkins up front, Lascelles and Taylor the cheapies. Is that what you meant? It's Pat. What about Son? I think he'll be fine. Yassine, I would start Dallo. Mark, I would start Kelleher. Keeper for the next 3 game weeks. Dubravka, Sanchez. Let's see if we've got any more leaks coming through. That Quanash one seems to have come from nowhere. Nope, nothing else at the moment. This is the one that we had before from Anfield Edition. What, I forgot how to say it again. Is it Quana? Quansa? Bench Branthwaite or Gabriel? I'd bench Gabriel. I would start one of Palmer, Gordon or Son. They all need to be starting. Ahil, Pinnock or Simicast? I would go Pinnock. Sterling for a hit I wouldn't do because he's 1 yellow for ban. Simicast you would assume starts today, but haven't had any leaks yet. Nick, which of DRB Cash or Turner should I use my final transfer on this week? I'm guessing you've got someone to come in off the bench for Cash, so I'd say DRB out. Kwanzaa. Simicast over Pinnock. Yeah, it looks like Kwanzaa is in for Kanate. I've gone bold with Bowen and Pau Torres out. Salah Saka trip. Gone new with Trent. Klopp trusts Kwanzaa. Doesn't mean it's an injury for Kanate. True. Shamil says a -4 for Porro. Probably, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. Not for this week. Just do it for free next week. Would you start Sterling or Gordon in from Burmo with 1 free transfer? Gordon. Ian says, hey, Holly, best FPL content creator. Thank you. Chelsea clean sheet and Sanchez to save another pen. Let's hope. Payton says Alisson starts confirmed. What is your source, Payton? I'm not seeing that leak on my feed at the moment. Lewis, start 2 out of Gibbs, White, Alvarez and Isaac. Alisson and Darwin start. That was from yesterday. Sorry, I'm just investigating the accounts. I just generally don't like it if it's an account that I don't know already. I think this was where the Kwanzaa news came from first. This is a rumoured team. Alisson, Trent, Konsa, Van Dijk, Simicast, Endo, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Salah, Núñez, Diaz. That's not too far away from what I would predict, to be fair. I think, we've still got 20 minutes to the deadline. I feel like we could get more news yet. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to figure out what's true and what's not at this point in time. I just don't want to give you guys information. Let me know what you think in the chat as well. I've never heard of this other Ivan Squatsov account either. This is the team that he's put out there. And Alisson, Trent, Konsa, Van Dijk, Simicast, Endo, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Salah, Darwin, Núñez. I don't know if that's true or not. did it go? Ivan's a troll, don't listen. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, we'll wait for proper news that we can trust. I've lost my place in the chat now as well. Nightmare. And we've got a super chat in from Emmanuel. Sorry, I might have missed it, but who is the best captain option in your opinion and why? Haaland, best fixture, great away form this season. And I know people think Luton's a tough place to go, but, you know, the teams have got results there. And Luton still haven't kept a clean sheet this season. So, yeah, I think it's an easy captain this week of Haaland. I think given the form that Liverpool are in as well, it's important to bet. Sorry, the form that City are in, I can't afford to bench him. Meteor Freedom, bench Garnacho or Martinelli. I would probably bench Martinelli in that case. Ahil, should I've asked Captain Palmer or Saka? Palmer. Is Ward-Prowse to Garnacho stupid? To free up funds? No, fine. Finn says, is it okay to wait out price rises on Dubravka or bring in ASAP? It depends if you've got a free transfer or not. Points over pounds for me. Foden v Bowen. Bowen. Ivo, start Gordon or Solanke? Start Gordon. Ian says, any chance our defenders or goalkeepers to get clean sheets this week? No. Apologies in advance. Will Akanji start? I think he's rumoured to. I've not made my transfer yet, have I? I think it's going to be Porro in. Do I make it now? Do I wait slightly longer for any more leaks? Palmer or Tavernier, I'd go Palmer. Salah or Haaland captain, I'd go Salah. Mojari, start Tsimikas or Gabriel, Areola or Dubravka. Areola and Tsimikas. Ali says, do you prefer Arsenal players over Villa or Villa over Arsenal? I like the goal potential of both teams. Yeah, Akshat's just said in the chat, give the stream a like, guys. 200 of you in. If you're a first-time viewer, then make sure you're subscribing. We're almost at 200 likes, so we could be there now. We're stuck at 197. That is no good. Ronan, I took Son Gay out for Bowen Trent. Bad choice. No, that's fine. Alvarez and Son out for Haaland and Gordon for a -4. Yeah, I would do. Rohit, I've got Kelleher and Areola. Should I take a hit for Dubravka? It's a close one, but yeah, potentially. It looks like Alisson could start, but I don't feel like I've got a credible leak yet. Start João Pedro or Sterling? Sterling. Watkins or Solanke? Watkins. I don't like James as a punt. Don't trust him. Wesley, upgrade Archer to Jimenez. Yeah. Start João Pedro or Sterling? Sterling. Have I not just done that one? Stop spamming the chat, TG. Do I reckon a Dingra starts? Yeah. I wouldn't look at Morpay now. Is Darwin starting? Don't know. Oh, this is interesting. Newcastle tweeting out a video of Lascelles.
That, you know, I do give everything for the club, and I always will do. I do understand what it means to people here. Yeah.
I don't. Is that encouraging that they've released a little sit-down video of Lascelles in terms of his fitness? I'd start Arsenal defenders over Newcastle defenders this week. I think Diaz will start, but we've not got confirmed news. I think I'm going to make my transfer. Dylan says play Watkins or Solanke. I'd go Watkins. You can't bench Watkins. I'd captain Haaland over Salah. Any news on Doku? No. Sell cash for Colwell? Yeah. Actually, let's make the transfers. Let's do it. So I'm taking Burke out. I'm putting Porro in. And that's going to strengthen my bench. For sure. Make transfer. Burke out. Porro in. Confirm transfer. 1 million in the bank. Porro's going to start this week. Livramento, first defensive sub. There we go. I am locked in. This is my team for the week. I think I'm going to keep my locked team on screen, but I am going to have the tweet deck open in another tab. And then if any more news comes in, I can cover that for you guys as well. Lascelles start or not? I don't know. It's hard to say at this point. But I don't like the fixture anyway, so I think it's fine to bench him. Sorry, just rearranging my screen so that I'm not missing anything important. Shudrell. Already have 3 Newcastle players. With goalkeeper, do I go with Areola? Don't know. I'd start Zinchenko. I'd captain Salah over Son. Gordon, Haaland, Salah or Palmer for captain Salah. James to Colwell, Porro to Trent. Yeah, I think Trent's going to be a key player in a few weeks. Shardle, I would go with Sanchez. Gabriel to Livramento. No, don't like that move. Bench Garnacho or Martinelli. Sure, I've done that one already. Garnacho. Would you start Mitoma over Palmer or Gordon today? I have all. One will sit on the bench. I think I'd probably bench Mitoma. Carl brought in Jimenez as third forward in case Son isn't fit. Took a -4. Keep your fingers crossed. Good luck. Amon. Wang v Palmer. Palmer. He-Chan against the struggling Forest side. That's true, I guess. Lots of people locked. 10 minutes to go. Now is definitely the time to lock your team. I wouldn't take a hit for the goalkeeper this week. Simicast is rumoured to start. Super chat in from Simram. Thank you. Get Foden or Bowen this week. Overall rank 4.5 million. Got to be Bowen. Bowen's differential enough at the minute anyway. And he doesn't blank in a few game weeks' time. Nice fixtures. Great away form as well. 90-minute man. Take DRB out for a -4. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Do I think Matoma's a good option? Yeah, I do think he's a good option. Start Son or Hee-chan? Son. Battle of the South Koreans. Swang or Bowen? Bowen. No, there's no Son news, I'm afraid. Son to Saka for a -4. No. Start Branthwaite or Gabriel? Branthwaite. Zinchenko start. Yep. Palmer in and Burmo out. I want Porro. Transfer done. Nice one, Chanel. Sam says Chelsea defenders are so overrated. Yeah, defence isn't looking great at the moment, and no one's got that attacking threat or that consistency of minutes altogether. Gordon, James, Dubravka for a -4. Wouldn't take the hit for the goalkeeper. Liam, is Foden a good and Burmo replacement? I already have Palmer and Bowen. Prefer Gordon, but yeah. Alan, buy Garnacho, Adingra or Souček? Probably Adingra. Ishak, should I start Diaby or Gibbs White? Gibbs White. It's all quiet on the tweet deck, by the way, guys. I've still got it open on another tab. I'm just trying to answer as many questions as possible. We've got 8 minutes to the deadline. Sam says start your Sheffield United players. Ian, Haaland hat-trick, Salah 2 assists and a goal. Who gets more points? So Haaland hat-trick's probably 17. Salah 2 assists and a goal. It's probably 17 if it's a clean sheet point. TPS player is locked. Good luck. Simon, just the -4 this week. Adam, can I captain Hee-chan as a differential? I mean, it's your team, but Haaland's captain for me this week. Salah vice. I don't think you need to do anything else other than that. Member question from Adash. Good to see you. And Burmo to Palmer or Gordon? Palmer. Bug trial. Playing Leno again this week. Got me a green last time. Nice play. Wayne, start Pinnock or Cash? Pinnock. Adam, Gabriel or Castagne? Shiraz, what do you think about Douglas Luiz and his home record? Yeah, it's a good pick. 1 yellow off a ban is the only downside with him. Watkins for Alvarez for a -4. No, just do it for free next week. Will Ben White start? Yeah, I think so. Tomiyasu's out for a while, so as long as he's fit. Random YouTuber asking for full rate my team with 6 minutes to the deadline. I'm going to prioritise the more straightforward questions. The rumours are Alisson starts, but I've not found a credible source to really confirm that news at the minute, I'm afraid. Payton seems pretty convinced in the chat that he does. Shadow is locked. Catboy says, what would we do without you, Holly? Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. Is Trent a good captain option? Not for me. I hate captaining defenders in FPL. Start Livramento or Gabriel? Probably Livramento just. Nunes to Isaac next week. Don't know. I think Haaland Watkins is the forward line at the minute. Start Dubravka or Areola. I think I'd start Areola, but he might not play. Me or Maguire? Maguire. Dubravka for a -4. Wouldn't take a hit for the goalkeeper. Hoyland captain for Bournemouth. No, don't do it. I don't think he even starts. Nunes or Watkins to start, please. Probably Nunes just. I'd start them both. Nunes to Isaac next week looks on. Son or Solanke to start? Son. Would you take a -4 to bring in Matoma from Burmo? Yes, I would. Done cash for Dallo. Nice. Last boy. Start Dubravka or Areola? I'd start Areola. Start Edward or Gabriel? Edward. Adarsh says rumours going on Darwin is benched. Where? Where is the rumour? Please don't tell me that's true. Tell me where. Could take a -4 for Watkins, I guess. If we got a proper leak that I trusted, then I would be tempted by a late -4. Tell me your source. Why is this game so stressful? I've got to go with the information in front of me, so... Oh, I don't know. We don't know about Son, if he's fit or not, but I'd just hold him and start him. Random YouTuber says, love you, Holly. Good luck, everyone. May Haaland get a hat-trick. Yeah, here's hoping. Cludy, I don't think I'd hit for Porro. I'd just get him next week. If I were you. I think I'm locked then, guys. 3 minutes to go. If you're watching on a 2-minute delay, Simon, this is for you. Get locked in. I'd play Taylor over Aina. I can't even say his name. But yeah, I'd play Taylor Lossy. I wouldn't start Archer. Hamza says, answer my question, please. What was your question? I'm sure I've done them all. I thought I was done. Top boy, I would start Gordon and... Sorry, I'd start Alvarez and Palmer. Captain Matoma, no, too risky. It's Haaland captain this week. It's got to be. Fahad, should I take a -4 to get rid of Dubravka now? Keep. 2 minutes to deadline. My team is locked. We don't have any certain leaks today. Femi, I'd start Alvarez. Oh, Linford's coming from his son's graduation and he's like, good luck. Simon thinks he's up to speed today. Well, here's hoping. We've got 1 minute to deadline. I think the stream's always got a few seconds delay, so by the time you're hearing me say you've got 1 minute to go, it probably is the deadline. I think I'm locked. I've done a minus... No, I haven't. I've used my 2 frees. And I've brought in Porro. And I've brought in Palmer from Burmo. I've got 1 million in the bank, so I can go to Watkins now from Darwin if I need to. We've got we are at the deadline now, so hopefully you are all locked in. We have got quite a challenge in midweek because it's the final round of Champions League fixtures. And some teams have got plenty to play for as well, which is not going to help us in FPL terms. Oh, what did I want? The table, so is it? So United have still got a lot to do in midweek. Arsenal have won their group, so that's good. We don't need to worry too much about Arsenal. But a big game for Newcastle as well, who are currently third in Group F. They play AC Milan. They need a win and other results to go their way. City have won their group. So it's Newcastle and United that have got tough games in the schedule. We've also got Europa League action in midweek. Brighton are progressing, so I feel like they will rest if they can. We've also got Liverpool are through and confirmed, so that's good news. So a few to bear in mind there as well. I am going to wrap things up though, so thank you to everyone that has joined me today. I hope that this game week goes better for you than the last one. Lots of luck. Really appreciate everyone that's joined me today. I know it's been a bit quieter stream. I have got all your questions answered, which always feels good. I appreciate everyone that's joined. And if you don't subscribe to the channel yet, please do. 30k by the end of the year looks ambitious, but all of your help will definitely help me on the way. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a good game week. I'll be back on Monday with the next video.